Alright, again, what's going on, all my gamers, all my Genshin Impact gamers? So, I wanted to go over these changes that Hoyoverse just made to Genshin Impact 4, of course, as a reaction to the new Wuthering Waves release. I mean, it's what they're doing. We're all adults here. Let's just figure out let's just call it what it is. They're doing this in reaction to Wuthering Waves being released. And I just want to say that this is like, if they really wanted to change Genshin Impact to be on the same hype and still compete in this day and age, I think that these changes are these aren't even close to being enough. I think that Genshin Impact really needs to change a lot more drastically if they want to like keep up with all the other competition. And I wrote down a few changes that I think would work. So I know people are talking about how they want artifact loadouts and stuff like that. I heard Texan talking about that, but I myself don't really care about an artifact loadout since all my characters have their own unique artifacts. Like every character I have, they all have their own sets. No one gets the same set. No one's sharing. They're not changing them between each other. But that also brings me to another thing that Honkai Impact has that they don't have, which is focused artifact crafting. Right? Like why can I not make a pyro goblet for the set that I need? Like in this day, 2024, if you're gonna put it in a Honkai Impact, you gotta put it in Genshin Impact, dude. It just doesn't make any sense why they still don't have it in Genshin. But another thing with that is, why do I have to wait until the end of a region to maybe get the artifact that I need to synthesize? Like, they put out the new artifact set for what's her face, for Arlecchino, or Mommy Chino as I call her, and I can't make her set, bro. Like, why do I maybe they'll do it as soon as they'll put it in when as soon as Fontaine ends out. I don't need it then. I needed it now. And also, why do I have to have the whole set randomized? Why can't I make what do you call it? Why can't I make one for just the goblet, or just the feather, or just the sands? And it doesn't even have to be. I will roll that chance every time, instead of just, if you don't want to give me like the focused one, at least let me just roll that chance. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really stupid that they don't let you do that. And then another thing that needs to change is there cannot be this many dead patches, bro. 4.2 was like the last time that there was a Archon quest. Why are we about to get into 4.7 and there's still no Archon quest, bro? Are you telling me that's it? Like, that's it for Fontaine? Fontaine had an amazing story. Don't get me wrong. I love the story. It made me cry a lot. I thought it was great, but like, come on, man. Are you telling me that's it? Whatever, that's it? We get Cloranda. We don't even get a story for her. We might get a character story, which seems like a, what do you call it? Which is probably a it almost seems like it's like the easy way out, basically. They don't have an Arlecchino quest in the Archon quest, and it's like, I mean, the last one they had, Navia, was like the only one who was really focused in the Archon quest. It was Navia and Farina. And it's like, come on, man. We need these other characters to be in the Archon. These Archon quests cannot be 2 pages long. And they're like, all right, well, that's enough. You guys will figure out the rest. So then Fontaine just feels super dead, and they might add extensions here and there, but the extension isn't that great. Like, they added the new place for the Arlecchino patch. I literally didn't. I just blazed through the story just so I can get to the boss so I can level up my Arlecchino. I don't know if anyone else did that. I'm sure everyone else did that, bro. There's no way anyone actually went through that story. And something that I would want, because I know they don't really want to make the game harder, because they're like, oh, they're gonna cause stress and stuff like that. One thing that I do think would be cool, especially to keep up with Wuthering Waves, is the option to make it harder. You know, people wanted a difficulty, easier mode for Elden Ring. They should make a harder mode for Genshin Impact, but like as an option, so you don't have to do it. And even if you choose to do it, you can take it off. Like, it needs to be like, an option, because I think I'm just saying, you know, your characters could be getting stronger sometime soon, and it's like, well, if we're just gonna blaze through everything, why can't it just, like, the game needs to be harder. There needs to be more consequences. I can't just have Zhongli and the game ends. Like, I have Zhongli on 2 accounts and I've never taken damage. And there needs to be more end game. We said it once, we said it a million times, because it has to happen, dude. Even if it's just something like a parkour event that repeats every like month or two, and they put it in the different regions, or not even a month or two, like one of those repeating ever so often days of endgame. Anything will be better than nothing, which is what they're giving us now. And it's like, I don't know. What do they expect us to do? Just, oh great, I can't wait to play this. Oh wait, Wuthering Waves is coming out with something new, or even Honkai Impact has some different stuff that you could do. A lot more often, like Memories of Chaos. The other one, I don't remember what the other one's called. The one that's like only 4 levels long. That's hard as hell. And all these other things. At least it's not one. At least it's not just one thing. And another thing that we don't have is something like Simulated Universe, where it's a weekly primo activity. You get, I think, almost 200 primos in Honkai Impact 3rd for Simulated Universe. So if they added something like that, that would be kind of cool. At least some like some domain. Yeah, it would be like a domain that you can run through, like those one-off domains that they have in some of the stories. They should really have that as a weekly thing. I think that would be kind of cool. You can make it hard. You can make it, not as hard. You could give some kind of reward as well. Like, it would be for these artifacts or something like that, or anything, literally anything, and then give primos to it. I think that would be kind of sick. As well as this is kind of something that they should give. It's not really important because the permanent weapons are ass. But, a permanent weapon banner for the banners the weapons you get and the permanent banner, that would be okay, I guess. And if they really, really wanted to have something that would compete with Wuthering Waves, is they need to remove the 50-50 from the weapon banner. Like, if Wuthering Waves can do it, you might as well take this as if Wuthering Waves is doing it, we should probably be doing it as well. Because Wuthering Waves is going to come with a lot of positive reception. I mean, you guys are already making all these changes as a response to Wuthering Waves coming out. And you kind of fail with the Zenless Zone Zero contract and stuff like that. So it's like, you might as well put like some actual initiative and start either coming up with different, actual, meaningful updates, or just copy whatever Wuthering Waves is doing, I mean, that's just what I think. Tell me what you think in the comment section down below. And I will catch you gamers at the Wuthering Waves launch.